Hey everybody, it's Collector Dude. I'm going to do part 9, which is the last part of this book for David Finch. I just did this one yesterday and uploaded it, part 8, and this will be part 9. This is the last part. I was like, wow. It took a while because a lot of them are still up. But I'd like to go through, like I was talking about before, I like to go through and do them again and read them. Because at first I was unsure what I was going to do, and I just showed the artwork. But now I wish I would have read them all, because I want them to be interesting instead of just flipping through and having to be quiet and talk about the artwork more. Well, this is the page, this is the cover, I think, for the book here. And this is inked. It's Batman, Talon, and Robin. That's cool. And they do this, I don't know what this is here, just a enlargement of some of the pencil pages that he did. Now we're getting into the story here. See the detail? Look at the glove. It's the knife, and I'm sure blood. I have to see the pencil or the finished comic book to see what it is. The facial expressions and everything. The hair. Very good. I may as well start reading some of this here. I am Talon. I am the Talon of the Court of Owls. I am their weapon. He is Lincoln March, a mayoral candidate for Gotham City. He is my target. But this man is not without resources. Cool. He's got some type of taser there. I'll send him back too. I cannot only fault my carelessness. My body is failing me much in the way it was deteriorating before I was put into the cold sleep. I am old. Like the details he puts on everything. And the facial expressions. I am slow to react, unprepared for the unexpected. He's reaching for something, reaching for a gun. Like this shadow that falls before me. I think, who is this? Let's see what's going on. Wow. Night of the Owls, 10:55 p.m. It is my last thought. That's really cool. It's the line work. I like how he does the line work here. Everything on that. And just the folds. Look at the folds, how cool that looks. You see, and this comes off here in the shadow back here. That's cool. Wow. Years ago. Look at the setting. Look at the tree, the leaves and everything. Wow. The train, or the carts and the rail cars and everything. There's like a camper there and a hangar or something. I began at Haley's Circus. Or Halley's Circus. You think too much, Alton. You dwell too long. With the ringmaster. He ran the circus and trained me as other ringmasters had trained those who came before me. You live in fear. I'm not scared. I just don't want to do it right now. I want to try again tomorrow. No, there's no waiting for you. You will not fear anything. I had been tumbling, hurling blades, and juggling fire since I could walk. But the high wire made me nervous. Wow, what's he doing? He's got lighting up something with a lighter there. You will fear nothing when you know death. What in the world's he on? This little kid. No! Yeah, this guy don't care, it looks like. Okay, on to the next page here. Oh, cool. This is the drawing of Smokey set that thing on fire. Little camper. Help! Help me! Please! Add an extra word in there. Look at the trees, the grass. I shouted for what felt like a day. Man. Then the heat of the flames faded. I felt cold. Dang, man, look at it, the whole thing's on fire and everything. Something died. And something was born. Man. And this guy. Yeah, he's coming out of the fire there. All the ringmaster said was, "You are worthy to be the next Talon." Wow. 26 years later, Gotham City. He's in his suit and everything. That's a cool design. Took out somebody. The blade's in the air. And the Talon is what I became. I served the Court of Owls, they who have controlled the city since before its founding. I was a silent weapon. Death itself. I held the mantle longer than most. This guy's out. And the seats and everything. People in the background. But my skulls became dull. Well, there we go. But my skills became dull. Yeah, my skull, yeah. He's hitting everybody. Wow, man. Three police officers? Didn't you sweep the perimeter prior to the attack? Wow, man. I had, but my target was more resilient. I lost time. But like my target, the bodies of the officers will never be found. You disposed of them? Staging their deaths as a crime scene. Killing would have been more prudent. Now they're missing police. There will be massive inquiry, a media field day. You are correct. I was in error. Wow, look at the cuts and everything. Just there's the burns on the flesh and everything. Wow. Yeah, he's not doing too good. You have been in error too often of late. Whoa. There has been talk of retiring you from your duty. I was not aware that a candidate was being groomed. Not groomed. Found. His training will begin soon. Your tenure may be reaching its horizon, Carver. Wow. The face and the eyes. Just really cool. I like that. Just the style and everything, the shading and shadows. Unless you prove yourself worthy. Now back at the circus again, that's cool. Big top. This is where we are all made. It has been this way since the beginning. I had a mission, but I could not stop myself from returning to my first and only home. I needed to see him. The one who would take my place. Cool. No one had to tell me who he was. The Flying Graysons. I could see it. And I could feel it. It was him. And for the first time in decades, I felt fear. Wow. But I was Talon, and I lived without fear. Man. And I was to perform without fear, without failure. However, my excursion to the circus cost me time and forced me to change plans. My attack was out on the streets. It was there that I met something new to Gotham. Wow. And for the second time that night, I felt afraid. Wow, yeah, you see that jumping at you. Look how cool that is. That's going to just be all flat black. Except for the white parts and everything to show light. Took the time to pencil all that in there. And the ink will go over top of that. That's really cool. And that big limousine is cool. Let's see. I had failed. My target lived. I had been seen. The battle was short-lived. I did not fight for long. I fled from a giant bat. Wow. His tenure has ended. Sleep came upon me quickly, but not before the cold ran through me like death. Wow, man. Then darkness came, but it was not a restful slumber. I dreamed and saw the source of my fear, the source of my final failure. Then, years later, the sleep ended. And not just for me, but for all of the Talons, all who bore the mantle. Man, look at this. Big city scene. That is cool. Look at the buildings, how high they're up. Wow. He's good at perspective and everything. Just laying out the pages, laying out the squares and panels. The court is now striking Gotham with its mighty claws in one night. All of its enemies, all of its impediments. All who stand in the way of the court of owls shall fall. He is Lincoln March, a mayoral candidate for Gotham City. He is my target. God Almighty. There he goes. Now we're back to the beginning again there. I have no idea why he is to be killed. It is never a Talon's place to ask. He is just another drop added to the gallons of blood I have spilled. It is over. All that you were, that you will be, it is done. Thank you. Grab him for his keys. That's something simple there too, just to be able to draw different stuff like this. The keys, it's an inhaler and stuff like that, the key fobs. But my fears, my long nights have dulled my blades. I am weak. He zapped him. And my past failures fall upon me like shadows. Wow. The court told us that we have been made stronger. My strength is not what I feel, but strength is not what I feel. Knowing my last moments, I feel the fear. I see the thing again. That's cool. Just the action. My nightmares is real once more. Wow. I wonder if he drew that again, or did he just trace it and copy it? I have to compare that there. It is over. Nothingness comes. And for the smallest eternity, there's peace. But I return and see what has haunted me, what has driven me here. So Batman obviously doesn't realize that he does that. He wouldn't have turned his back on him, I don't think. It is not a thing. It is a man. I can kill a man. I feel the cold take me. You're sleeping through the air. Now look at the lights. The paneling and the ceiling. That's pretty cool. The walls. Just being able to draw stuff like that to make it convincing. Really cool. He dives into Batman area, see. And I welcome it. You are just like me, a sack of flesh and water, encased in metal. Okay, now this is inked here. So we can see what the inks look like on it. I can see the colors too as well. I am nothing like you. Any of you. Oh, so have you met my brethren tonight? Pushing off the wall. Yes, they invaded my home. I left them broken. Wow. I doubt that, as you have learned. For us. This is cool. Look at that. Zapped his face and everything. Death is but a wound. Look how cool that is. You see the window, looks at the building outside the window and everything. Then you'll be wounded. Wow, man. Batman cut him? Really? Wow. I know the very moment the battle was over. Ow, beat. Look at his forearm. Wow. I know when he has beaten me. And I let his victory crash over me. Out the window. Look at that. Wow, look at the buildings. Cool, and the scallops on the roof there. Awesome. He's falling. The fight is over. But not the war. Let's see. Night of the Owls, midnight. All the Robins and Nightwing there. He's out there. He's hurt, but not for long. Find him. Wow. Look at the abs and the rips, the veins in the arms and everything. Very cool. He looks cool with the wings. I can no longer be broken. There is no cut that won't mend. Tonight I awoke twice. Once from a dark sleep rife with despair. In the other waking from death. Something died. Something was born. I feel cold. I have no fear. Wow, that is cool. Just how he drew the sewer and everything. The little can, the can on the side there. Sewer cap. The walls and the bricks. The spill. All the water spills out the piping. And the drips and the veins. He's broken, you can see, but he's mending. Wow. Something like you can see through everything, but they just inked that all black. That is very cool. The skull, there's a skull in there. Somebody died down there. Wow. That's it with that. This is a very cool story. Look at this awesome picture. Look at, wow. I'd love to have the original of that. I wonder what that cost. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or more. That is awesome. The time. Some of the stuff that he paints or draws in his when he does the drawings on Sundays and Mondays and everything, looks almost as detailed as some of this stuff. It's like, it's amazing. Here's the cover again from the very first one I did. Very cool. Batman. They made any action figures of David Finch's version of Batman? I know they did, like Ed McGuinness and Alex Ross and stuff like that, and Michael Turner. It'd be cool to see if they did that with his. I think they did Adam Kubert as well. Tony Daniel. Wow. Buildings. Blimps. Lights. Very cool. This talks about David Finch here. Very cool. He's a proud Canadian. He makes his home on the snowy steppes of Ontario. So when he live streams, if that's where he's at, that's where he lives. Very cool. Where he started out at Top Cow, it says, working on Cyberforce. Working with Mark Silvestri. Very cool. Last page there, one of the last pictures. Batman yelling. These are cool. Trade paperbacks and everything. More. All these are all good stories. Okay, that's the last of it. Wow. Took about a year, but I finally made it through it, hopefully. Yeah, was that a bug or something? Finally made it through it. Spider. Hey, when you get spiders in here, they get everywhere. But finally made it through it. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you like and subscribe and tell your friends and everything, and give me some suggestions on different things I can do. I'd like to go back through these and reread or read these again, because some of the early ones I didn't do any reading on them and everything, and it kind of made them they were really quiet. So I'm probably gonna have to go back and do them again. I think that's just me trying to do it better. Everything. I'll do some more, and then I got to finish this one here. This one's really good too. Batman Hush with Jim Lee. All right, but thank you very much for watching, you guys. Let me know what you think, and Collector Dude. Have a good rest of the weekend. Collector Dude's out.